obviously the style of Shakur Stevenson. Do you feel like that got, in his head the Tom and Jerry talk? Do you feel like that? Yeah. Do you feel like that was something that kind of got into his head, and that's why he fought the way he did?
Possibly, you know what I mean? Somebody call you a Tom and Jerry fighter or make a reference to that. And you, even if they're not talking to you directly, people, Shakur, he knows that they're talking about his style because of the De Los Santos and the other fight that he had with the African guy. So he knows they're talking about his style. So yeah, but I think that I think that he picked the smart guy to do it in front of because Zapata got the kind of style where you can't over move from him anyway because of the way he come. And again, he's not a big puncher. He's more of a volume guy. So I think Shakur was smart and staying in the pocket with him to get a little bit of work done. You know what I mean? Maybe not so much the ropes, but he might not have been strong enough to stay in the center of the ring the whole fight. You know what I mean? So I think it got to him a little bit, but I don't think he's gonna make a career out of that because he took some punishment that fight. He didn't get beat up. He won the fight. But you know what I mean? You're not in this game to take punishment. And I don't think he would do that against a real big puncher. You gotta be crazy to do that against Ali did that against George Foreman, bro, and that's the most remarkable thing I ever seen in a boxing ring. It just is. George Foreman's the strongest man probably in the history of boxing. He punching holes in heavy bags.
Yeah, but you could
Ali,
also see his punch from a mile away too.
you could, but guess what, bro? You still got to take that shit. Still got to take it, bro. I never ever heard nobody talk about George Foreman power and be like, shit, it ain't that. Nobody. I met Frazier. I met Mr. Frazier. He said when George Foreman hit you, it sounded like this. That's what he told me that before. And for Ali to stand there against him, for Ali just we gotta even stop talking about Ali with other normal human beings. So I don't expect Shakur to even want to do that. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of wear and tear on your body. So I don't expect him to fight everybody like that, to be honest. I think he'll probably, you know, tell people like, look, I did it already, but I'm not gonna just keep doing it for y'all satisfaction for public consumption. I'm not gonna walk around with brain damage and a broke down body for public consumption. And I don't blame him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame him. I think a fighter should fight the style that's best for him to win this fight. Even though this is entertainment, I think you should want to win the fight first and then entertain second. And you don't have to get brain damage for me. You know what I mean? Like, and then I could choose whether I want to tune into you. So I don't expect to see Shakur keep doing that. But who knows? Sometimes you fall in love with something that you had success with and you keep doing it. So we just gotta see.
Right, right. 'Cause people always talk about this, and then they always want to have reference to Tank Davis because they believe that that's the biggest fight at 135. But in reality, styles make fights, and do we really want to see it as much as the hype it really is? And when we see performances like this, we say, yeah, this guy doesn't has less heat on his punches. He could do that. When it comes to a Gervonta Tank Davis fight, he's gonna fight different.
You see with Gervonta Davis how he set that trap for Frank Martin up against the ropes. I don't know if you want to play with him up against the ropes. Tank throwing some murder shit. But guess what? Lamont Roach sat in the pocket with Tank. So we gotta
He
just
did.
see. We
He
gotta
did.
see. Because Lamont Roach was not running around that ring. He sat right in the pocket, which was, man, I can't give that young man enough props. I really underestimated his ability. That was a special performance because I think Tank is special. And he sat right there in the pocket and was not afraid and was slipping and countering a death puncher because that's what Tank is. He a death puncher. He hit you with one shot on the money and you sleep. And Lamont was, and when he did get hit, he took it. But more importantly, he was firing counters back. So maybe Shakur might say if Lamont could do it, I could do it. We got to see. I don't know. We got to see. That's why these guys got to fight. You know what I mean? Like, we still talking about these fights years and years and years down the road. Tank is 30. Shakur will be 30. Maybe next year. I don't know everybody's birthday, but I know these guys, everybody got to be around 30 now. We got to just see them fight.
Right. Right. 100%.